Aida from Team Republish, and today we have a very interesting guest who is not only pursuing a PhD, Zubia, but has also written a very beautiful novel on a very powerful subject, which is AI. So, the shadow of progress, help in the age of technology, is a very well written book which talks about the benefits, the healthy usage of the technology that we are having in today's world. But it also ignites one question to the reader's mind, that how can we not only use this technology, but we utilize in a manner to empower ourselves and not become slaves to this kind of technology that
Yeah.
is available to us. So, Zubia, over to you. Can you please talk about yourself and the book that you have written?
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm extremely overwhelmed by the brief publish for giving me such a wonderful platform. And thank you for briefing out about me and my book. Uh, Firstly, I'll start with my introduction. Myself, Zubia. I'm from Hyderabad. I'm presently pursuing my PhD from KBN University and also working as an academic coordinator in Hyderabad International School. So, even though I never thought that I will be an author today, this the idea of writing has changed my life. I would like to share one of the incident which ignited my thought, which has now turned up into a book and as an author. Becoming an author is not just about writing something and putting it on a paper. It is all about it becomes a powerful tool when your ideas, when your thoughts reflect and connect with the outer world and start growing with it. And also, I can say, as I belong from a literature background, it is a saying that literature is a mirror of world. So I say that uh, literature offers as a mirror and also a mirror to see ourselves in a better way and as a window to understand others. This idea suggested me to think over the things which I have seen and have been observing in the past, like the technology. Technology has become a tool which acts as it has provided us conveniency and efficiency throughout the life in all aspects to every individuals. So we always have been talking about the innovations and the positive things which we are benefiting from the technology, but we never talk about the darker side of the technology which is impacting or affecting our health. Long back I was reading a novel on Arvind Adiga. The name of the novel is The White Tiger, which talks about the globalization. The story revolves around the protagonist called Balram, wherein he has come up from a very low background, which has changed his life in the modern day capitalist society. So that impacted me so much that globalization to deglobalization, something is really transposing, something is taking transposition. So which is in between is technology. The transposition phase is technology. So that ignited me to pen down something on technology. So this is all about my author journey. What really inspired me is the observation what I have seen and what has impacted my personal life too.
So, Zubia, if you if I was going through your bio, and you are working as a academic coordinator, and passion is to basically create very meaningful environment for learning to become much effective and easy. So, I wanted to know that what kind of practices, healthy practices, can be done to impact the curriculum that is followed in schools or colleges. I'm sure that every the building of good habits starts when a child goes to school. So, according to you, in this digital-led world or citizens that we are becoming, uh, how we can have a better practice to use AI, because I think now the classrooms are also, getting impacted with this thing. Homeworks are getting impacted. The projects which children would get, in summer or winter vacations are also affected through this. So, because you are a part of that, environment where all this is happening, can you explain that, how much your book has what kind of reflections your book has from this particular field of work that you're already in, and how did it help you to draft a better understanding or a better narrative for readers to understand.
See, because these days we see usually the school is providing the students with much of the digital tools like the smart boards. There are somewhere here and there forcing the students to make use of the technology or the AI tools, chat GPT or something like that, which is like ultimately resulting in their capabilities. Like they are
Absolutely.
unable to think in their own on their own.
So this is
So
where
I believe we should opt for traditional ways of teaching rather switching towards the digital, giving them technological tools or something like that.
So this is what Zubia did. It's very easy when we talk about the digitalization, the uses of AI. We feel that it's like a boom, but now there's a wide gap that I feel in society, and especially in the schooling world, where there is a part of education which is completely based on traditional methods, and there is a part of uh, you know education sector which is pushing towards AI tools. And because this kind of divide you can see because of the probably the sector economic sector that impacts these two things. So how to bridge that gap? How to continue to take the healthy practices of our traditional methods of learning, and attached to probably a culmination of AI that can help a child become it should be two-way learning rather, because I feel when we are using AI chat GPT, people are getting more dependent. They are forgetting to use their creativity. So is there a method that through your curriculum we can help children navigate or guide them to use these tools in much creative manner and not to be dependent on them? It's like to use them, not to get used by them. What is your
Because
understanding?
it is very inseparable, this life and technology. We cannot separate these two things. We are so dependent on technology that we cannot think, we cannot imagine our lives without technology. So only option is we have to balance it. You can use it, but you should balance it, not completely relying on it.
And do you feel
So
that I'm sure because I think as I see in the work environment also and otherwise also, people have become dependent. They are getting used by the tools. So how do actually awaken people to understand that this is just a medium to enhance your potential for work. It is not a tool to get your work done. So what is your understanding of that? How can you reflect something, since you are also in the sector of education, and I'm sure everything is
the
getting.
only thing what we can do is by having a mindful acts. We should take a mindful measures while using technology. That is what we can do. Other thing is all knows what technology is providing, in what way it is harming us, in what way we can be like threatening our lives or devastating ourselves. So taking mindful measures, having proper approaches is the only resultant thing.
Because this is a very powerful subject. I mean, people, we generally talk about it, but when it comes to penning it down, giving your perception, and since I can very well understand that because you have used both the methods, you have tried and tested both the methods, and so when a person like you is saying that so like overuse of technology can be very, very harmful. I'm sure, coming with some data, some research on it. So, what do you feel, Zubia, 10 years from now? What do you feel? What kind of changes do you see in the world of education, in the world of, workforce, when we talk about, uh, there's a section of society which says that, everything will be led by AI and there will be very, very less human intervention. So, what is your understanding?
The tools which are prepared by man-made is ultimately going to harm our lives. So I believe that be mindful while giving instructions to the AIs or the technology, so that it should not replace the human.
So, do you feel that it has a potential to replace human completely?
There are chances it may reveals, because no proper command may replace humans in any sect or any aspect of life.
Yeah, unless the it really grows towards that level of where there is self-talk, because I think AI cannot do so self-talk. It can only bring out data which has been fed to it by
Yeah.
some software. But I think as a human being, the only potential or the plus point that we have, there is so much of mental chatter and self-talk that we can reflect upon our own actions. We can redo certain things. We can go back and change certain things in terms of our thought process. So, anything that you want, any message that you want your viewers to uh, have through your book.
The key message what I would like to give to the readers is, I'm not saying that it is, I'm not talking about my book is not anti technology book. It is a self keep book. It will guide you. I'm not saying that technology is neither good nor bad. It is how you use it by having a mindful strategies. So that is the only message I would like to give it to the readers.
This is very interesting part of reading that I did today. And I'm so sure, Zubia, your kind, your book will impact people's thought process, will give them a guideline to, use these tools which are given to us by technology in much mindful manner. And thank you
I
so
hope
much,
so.
Zubia, for being on the podcast today and having this meaningful conversation. Thank you so much.
I I really thank Republish for giving me such an opportunity to uh, come out with ideas and write a book like this. I hope this will definitely impact the readers. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much.
ma'am.